Hey everybody, it's Bob Bakert with Jazz Guitar Today. And before we get started with our special guest, Peter Henricksen, talking about the Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival coming up next weekend, I just want to remind you to please subscribe to the magazine. It's free. Like, share, follow, tell all your friends. Help us grow this thing. We've been at it for 5 years now. And we're growing and we love that, but we could certainly use more and we appreciate your help. So like, share, follow, comment, make suggestions. I'm Bob at jazzguitartoday.com. I'm pretty easy to get a hold of. So with that being said, we'd like to welcome Peter Henricksen. Peter, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, Bob. How are you doing?
I bet you're doing great. So you are about to I can't use the phrase because it would probably not be in good taste, but you're about to make something happen that you've been working on since last year. And that's the Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival in Arvada, Colorado, coming up next weekend. And we've all been really excited about it. The schedule's been posted, it's all going on. Tell us what's happening, Peter. Tell us why people need to get their butts out to Arvada, Colorado.
Well, if you are any kind of fan of jazz guitar, then I don't think there's ever been an event quite this large that's been focused on specifically jazz guitar. So we keep topping ourselves year over year. The first one, I think, was the largest jazz guitar get together ever. It's just if you're a fan, if you're a player, if you're a beginner, if you're a professional and a professor yourself, you just need to be here to be around it. It's the ultimate hang for jazz guitar.
Well, I'll tell you, you can't say it any better than that. I mean, first of all, you don't have to be a jazz guitarist to come and hang and just dig the energy that's going on.
Yeah, if you're a fan of music at all.
Yeah, the music is everywhere in town. Obviously, it's at the venues that you've created. You can go to RockyMountainArchtopFestival.com, and things start Friday, September the 8th, and they run through Sunday. So,
yep.
And the host hotel is going to be the Hilton Garden Inn right there in Arvada. What other venues have you got set up? What can people expect when they come?
Friday nights, we're doing our usual thing at the Silver Vines Winery, and it's a pretty big ticket this year. It's opening with Corey Christiansen's got a trio, and then followed up with we just called it New York City Invasion. It's it's Ed Cherry and Rodney Jones and Rafael Rosa and Ron Jackson, and basically everybody that's coming in from New York. We're doing organ trio plus special guest guitarists all night, kind of like what we did last year, but even bigger.
Now, where is that going to be? Which venue?
That's at the Silver Vines Winery.
Okay.
We also have added this year a real production stage in the lobby of the hotel, and so that's gonna be going on Friday at the welcome reception, and we're having Taylor Roberts is opening that, and New West Guitar Trio is playing, and I don't have the schedule right in front of me. There's just so much going on. We're also adding an outdoor stage for Saturday during the day. That is going to be headlined with Fareed Hawk and Tony Monaco.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I don't get to actually see very much of the festival.
Yeah.
So I get to see about, maybe 5-10 minutes of everybody's performance as I'm running around, but I'm really looking forward to that one. And the Arvada Center Amphitheater, which is it's not on site, it's about a half mile away. That's going to host a really great performance with Frank Vignola featuring all the people that are here with his camp. Pasquale Grasso, Bruce Foreman, I think. Again, I don't have the schedule in front of me. Too much to remember going on.
Well, I've got the schedule right here, but
okay.
we don't want to, we don't want to just read off the schedule. People,
yeah, it's all on archtopfestival.com. You can check it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically the who's who of what's going on right now in jazz. I mean, jazz guitar. I mean, you've got I mean, if I say we're, leaving somebody out, I mean, I'm sure we're leaving somebody out, but man, I mean, the guys that are going to be out there are pretty much the guys that are on the scene. They're out gigging, they're touring, they're in this club and that club and this festival and that festival. And you're not going to hear you're just not going to hear a bad performance. I mean, these are the real deal guys, best in the world as far as I'm concerned. And it's a super opportunity to just come, hang, drink some wine, drink some beer, eat some great food, hang around, the old town of Arvada, which is a really happening place. Great ice cream for those of you that are into that kind of thing.
We have a killer donut shop too. It's just
I mean, just walking around. I mean, it's just great. The people are great out there. The vibe is cool. The guitars are amazing. You got to remember, this is a guitar show.
Yep. And we have some of the best guitar builders in the world. A lot of exciting new stuff coming. We have a builder from Brazil who hasn't been to here before. We've got guitar builder from Poland, from Germany, just all over the world, best guitars. And while you're here, we also have one of the coolest guitar stores for Archtop guitars. The Old Town Pick and Parlor is hosting some events, and the proprietor Kit Simon always breaks out his private collection, which is ridiculous. If you want to play some 30s era L4s, stuff like that, he's got one of everything basically.
I got to tell you, the instruments that are there. I mean, if you just want to come and see the works of art, because these are some of the best people, if not the best people in the world, building Archtop guitars today. And what they bring is, they know this is their big shot, at showing their target market their product. And so I mean, you see some amazing stuff. And the cool thing about it is that the names of the people that are there, I mean, they're in the booth. You can, if you want to talk to, you name it, guy, I mean, he's there, or woman, excuse me, Linda and and Megan and everybody. I mean, they're there. I mean, they're right there, and they'll talk to you about the guitars, how they're made, how they're built. Happy to talk about custom orders, all that kind of thing. So it's a guitar show. It's a learning experience because there's all kinds of educational opportunities. It's performances. It's a cool hang. It's great food. It's a great town. It's a great time to be in Arvada, Colorado.
The weather's looking really good for next week.
I'm not too excited about it. You can tell. So I'm like really excited about it. I can't wait to get out there and see what's going on. Oh, I was going to mention something about the stage. I'm going to keep this short. Something about the stage. So in the last few that you've done, the stage in the hotel was basically a corner in the lounge.
Yep.
And you get two people that would play, or somebody would play, and you'd have anywhere from 40 to 110 people, 120 people standing around watching what they're doing, crowding in and all this. So in the lobby of the hotel, you put together an actual stage, which I know will be very busy with with professional sound and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's a cool hang. So it's all great. I wanted to clarify something on the Silver Mine venue. Now,
Silver Vine,
excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find my schedule right here now too. I got off of it. Silver Vines Winery Public. Now, is that place in town? Is it a drive? If people tell me about where that is.
That is walking distance. So there's um, no drive involved. It's slightly uphill. So if you're coming from
But
sea level,
that's the winery that's right in town there, right?
correct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. We're not
right
going.
on the main street.
Yeah, right. So it's everything is walking distance. I mean, everything is walking distance. So when you hear, oh, well, it's going to be out at a winery, where the hell is that? Well, that is they're basically their showroom for their wines, if you will.
Yeah, it's not like an actual vineyard. It's
Right. Yeah.
uh
Yeah.
yeah.
So I just want to make sure that people understand when we talk about that and how big of a show that's going to be, that they don't have to get in their car, drive somewhere, half hour away and get away from the action. You're still 2 doors down from the ice cream shop. You're still a door and a half down from the guitar hang.
Yep.
There's bars, there's people. I mean, you can't listen to me. Look at me. You can't do better than this, guys, girls. You can't do better. This is the place to be next weekend. And Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival, we're all excited about it. You want to add anything to that, Peter, before we go?
Yeah, just like I said, it's with all the performances and clinics and everything going on, I just want to emphasize how immersive this really is, because you're not sitting in an auditorium in a seat way in the back. You are right up close and personal with everybody all weekend long. We don't have any big traditional venues. These are just jams and hangs and very casual, and that's just part of, you get to just go be a part of it all.
Well, I was at a venue there, and I literally could reach out and retune Fareed's guitar if I wanted to.
Right.
And
Yep.
like, there he is, and it's like right there. And I mean, everybody's just really into it. So
Yeah.
I know that I'm like a puppy, with a new bone. I can't wait, but it is very exciting. And I'll be out there, and Jazz Guitar Today is pleased as punch to be out there and doing our thing. So that's it for me, Peter, unless you got something else.
Nope. Just make sure to visit archtopfestival.com and check out everything we got going on.
Okay, that's archtopfestival.com. You got to remember, it's going to be Friday. Things start happening around 5:00, even though I'm sure there'll be people, all over the place coming in all day.
Yeah.
5:00 to hit the Hilton Garden Inn. You've got Luther Welcome Reception, Taylor Roberts, New West Guitar Group, and 7 to 8 is TBA. We love TBA. What a band!
It's my favorite band.
I love that lineup. and then 7:30 you got Corey Christiansen with his trio, with Ron Bland and then Jim White. 9:00 to 11:00 you got the New York City Invasion, Ed Sherry and Rodney Jones. Now, Rodney Jones is just on a planet all of his own. I mean, the guy just he can play and he can speak about it and talk. I mean, he was at Juilliard teaching there for decades. Ed Sherry is like top of mind on everybody's list right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for a guy that's been around since forever, because he played with Dizzy Gillespie, for a guy that's been around since forever to all of a sudden be, it's like people have discovered Ed Sherry and not. It's like he's like the guy. Everybody, he's the guy. People, so he's going to be there with Rodney. It's going to be fantastic. Let me see. Well, you got a whole list of people there, and then at La Dolce Vita Coffee Shop, 7 to 9 Gypsy Jazz. All right. Well, that's going to be cool. Hot Club of Old Town. Saturday, 9 to 5, presentations and clinics, TBA. That TBA band, I love those guys.
That's what I'm working on right now. Is how hard it is to schedule 50
no
artists.
So I've got. Hey, listen, I've got all their CDs and all their videos. Yeah. I love that band. Classroom 11 to 5 class schedule. Classroom 2, classroom. So there's 3 classrooms going on all day long.
Yep.
The Community Bank outdoor stage. You got Jive Bombers. I'm sorry that I'm not familiar.
They're local.
Some kind of blues band. New West Guitar Group. Tony Monaco and Fareed Haq. They started at 5:30. At the Hilton Garden Inn, the main stage, you got Sadowski presents Frank Pignola and Jimmy Bruno. Mm-hmm. And everybody loves Frank, but Jimmy's just the most lovable curmudgeon in the world. I mean, he just is. I mean, is he? I mean, he's just the most lovable curmudgeon in the world. How you doing, Jimmy? He's the only guy you could bring him a pony and say, get that shit making thing off my lawn. That kind of guy. Anyway, Sean McGowan, who is going to be the cover story for Jazz Guitar Today, by the time the day is over today, he'll be he's our cover story. We're real excited about Sean. 8 to 11:30, the Benedetto Artist and Showcase with Rodney Jones, Howard Alden, Corey Christiansen, Barry Green. I love, all these guys are great. Jocelyn Gould, Beth Marlis. Yay, the women are being represented. Ron Jackson, Howard Paul, Jackson Evans, Wayne Goins. Oh, there's a guy. Davey Mooney, Wayne Wilkinson, and Taylor Roberts with Todd Reed, drums, and Ron Bland bass. Coffee Public, 11:30 to 5. It just goes on and on. I could sit here and read, but the archtopfestival.com schedule, gotta be there. So Bob Bakert for Jazz Guitar Today on Too Much Caffeine, folks.
I hear you there. I'm living off of it right now.
Peter, it's gonna be so great to see you, man. Thank you so much for everything you're doing with this. This is your love child, buddy. This is it.
Well, thanks, Bob. We really appreciate the help, and I look forward to seeing you next week.
Oh yeah, it'd be great. So Bob Bakert for Jazz Guitar Today, Archtop Festival, Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival. See y'all out there. Thanks, Peter. Bye-bye now.
Bye.